What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. And today's video is sponsored by Chef Boyar Steve. If you live anywhere in the Hanford area, you gotta go to IG chef_boy_r_Steve, Chef Boyar Steve. It's at Rise and Shine. Rise and Shine. He's a caterer. He makes these bomb dishes. Rice and shrimp. I personally have not had a chance to taste it yet. I can only look at the pictures on Instagram and drool. But I'm getting ready to ask if he could freeze up a plate and shoot it this way. I'm interested, man. I know it's bomb, so all you in the Hanford area, surrounding areas, get at the homie Chef Boyar Steve on Instagram. Can you sell some grub? He also made me this cup. He makes these cups too. If you're interested in a cup like this, hit him up for one. I'm sure he'll knock a couple bucks off if you mention me. See, he took my stickers, which I still have some if you're interested. Selfish plug. Or is it unselfish plug? How is it? Prison PLB stickers. Look at that spider's right on Bakersfield if you ask me. And then Splinter over here. Whoop. Now I do not have this sticker. He added it on himself. Very cool. Bakersfield. BKS. Stands for Bakersfield. Also stands for Better Keep Stepping. You know what I'm talking about? I got a lot of Bakersfield pride on mine. So good looking out, Chef Boyar Steve, brother. And you guys get some of that grub. And oh my goodness, man. Somebody reached out and touched me today. Boxers from LMP. Let me just tell you before I show you. He got at me a couple weeks ago. He's a homeboy, I got you some shoes. He's like, they showed up. He goes, I don't know. I hope they look better on your feet than they do to sit in the box. And I'm thinking, okay. Like, I'm grateful. I don't care. You can send me a pancake smeared in mustard. I'll eat it, and I will say thank you. I'm grateful, man. It's about the heart. It's the idea that counts. And that's even what he said. He's like, hey, it's the thought that counts. And I got you these shoes. Cool, man. He showed me today. Look at these! Look at these shoes, dude. They're like Adidas, a corn special. My favorite shoe of all time is black on red Pumas. I've never owned a pair. I've had some white on red Pumas. They turned out to be a female because I got them a size 9. They're too tight and small, real thin. Someone's like, that's a female shoe. White on red Pumas. I never have black on red Adidas either. It's my go-to shoe, man. I'd love a pair, my bucket list shoe. And dude, check these out, bro. I want to show you every angle. Like, oh man, I don't know whether to wear them or sit them up on the mantle, homeboy. Boxer from LMP. Good looking out, man. I really, really appreciate you. And I've been down a little bit lately, too. So I don't really want to throw it down. I kind of been bummed out a little bit lately. I don't know if it's the weather. It can't be the weather because it's my favorite time of year. The weather. I love the overcast and the gray and the cold and the rain and the fog. I love that type of shit. I don't know, I think I have separation anxiety. Just because I went through a little thing. I don't really like separation. That's why it causes anxiety. I don't know, man. But, dude, I got so fucking cheered up. Boxer, you're the man, brother. Good looking out, homeboy. He's from LMP. Lamarada Punks, very well known, very respected group, been around for a long time. In fact, Loud and Dover from P9 are the ones that inspired my neck to get slung back like this. I was in Wasco Mainline, Building 2. Dover and Loud were both in my building. I remember being up in my cell at top tier. They'd be watching TV. It was like a World Series or something. They'd be both sitting like this, watching it, and I'm like looking down, like, looking at both their necks are done. I'm like, damn, should I do it? You know, I'm like, damn, I should do it. Should I do it? Should I swing back the neck? Of course, I already had chest, arms, everything done by the time I did my neck. But man, they had a lot to do with it because I'd be like the homeboy, Richie Rich, my cellie in Arizona. He was going to get a pair of shoes. He didn't know, did he want this pair or this pair? So he'd find people, he only let you have like 5 or 6 different styles in there. So different people have those shoes. You're not going to be the only one to rock a pair of shoes because only 5 or 6 different styles. He'd find people that had the shoes he was interested in and go stand next to him. Like interested in the conversation, put his foot real close to theirs. Like look down and imagine how that shoe would look on his foot. It's like, Rich, you don't think that's kind of weird, dog? To walk up and be like, he was a trippy dude, man. I love for him, but yeah. Dude, I trip on this. My dog, my homeboy, my road dog was Bucky from Purdue when I was in Arizona. Connected at the hip. He's my dog. Now there's an element that happens in prison. I've seen it happen. I don't want to call it jealousy because that sounds too feminine, but it's like jealousy. Three's a crowd. When you get 3 people, it seems like I've been in a couple situations. One will be like jealous, I guess. I don't know. Bucky was my dog. His cellie was this dude named MJ, and he started getting like jaded. But me and Bucky'd hang out and kick it, man, I guess. It was kind of a trip. I just noticed it like a little bit at a time. And then one day at breakfast, We're all eating. He got up and left before me. He said something real shitty to me. I can't even remember what. I think something like, hey, you want this? No, never mind. Throw it away. Something kind of shitty. I'm the type, I can't let stuff like that go. If you make a little snide, little shitty, little rude comment to me, especially like first thing in the morning, I'm gonna stew on it all day, and I'm coming back. I'm coming back with one. I just, I wish, it's a weakness. I wish I could let it go. But, I can't. He said some little smart ass thing to me, so I made sure at dinner I sat near him, same table, right by him. Got up and left before him, and I was like, hey, you want this? No, never mind, throw it away. Said the same shit to him, and he was like, of course it aggravated him. It started a bunch of shit. I went back to the building before he got there, and I just got a package, a long sleeve white shirt, and a watch, among a few other things. But I went back after dinner, put my long sleeve white shirt on. It was clean, brand new. I had wore it like once or twice, crisp. Watch. He comes in. I can tell he's mad. He wants to fight. I'm standing outside my cell. He's charging towards me. So I take my watch and my shirt off and hand it to Richie Rich because it's new. I don't want getting ripped. Richie puts my shirt on and then pulls the sleeve up, which immediately stretches out the wrist area. By the time I got it back and put it on, the wrist is all loose. I was so pissed. Dude, why would you put my shirt on? Even if you did that, okay, you did that. Why would you pull the sleeve up? Ruining the wrist, dude. I don't like being stretched out. I'm not wearing a shirt, the neck is stretched out. I don't want a stretched out Richie Rich with the stressed out Rich. Wait, hang on. Richie Rich with the stressed out wrist. That's a tough one to say. Where's my guitar? Richie Rich with a stretched out wrist. Damn, we're gonna roll with that one. Instagram soon. So fucking Richie Rich, dog. But anyway, Bucky came in, broke the fight up real quick. Like, no, I can't have my celly and my road dog fighting. You guys gotta, what's this about? It's like, he said something. No, he said something first. It's kind of ridiculous. We squashed it, but really, never really got along too much after that. When I was at CMC West, hanging out in the yard, just got there, and Building 2 started hanging out with Warrior and Rook, both of them from SGV. Us three hanging out in the yard real tough. I guess Rook had a problem, got jealous, because we'd be all laughing, chilling, working out, hanging on the yard. Then go back to Building 2, where Rick and I lived. He would not talk to me in Building 2. I'd say something to him, I'd talk to him, he'd just look at me and walk away. Then we get on the yard, he'd laugh and joke, and I'm thinking to myself, no, I'm not thinking to myself. I straight out said, you're fake as fuck, bro. Damn, dude, that's the fakest. Because, damn, I just couldn't believe how he'd be laughing and joking with me all day on the yard. Then we got into the cell, the Building 2, the dorm, the barracks, just put me on the shine and not do with me. Jealous, what? Weirdo, man. Even Warrior confronted him. He's like, dude, because they just got out of the hole, too. They caught some case, did some beat, were stuck in a hole like 6 months together. Warrior's like, I'm kind of burned out on you, Rook. I've been around hanging out for 6 months. Splinter hits the yard, seems like a good dude. Like, we're gonna start working out, doing burpees. And like, I don't know, man. That jealousy type shit I've seen a couple times. So I don't know, man. Be that as a motherfucking Miz A. You can do this video talking about... What the motherfucker is his name? I'm gonna do this video talk about Scary Jerry from the ride. Dude, first time in jail, county jail. First, maybe second. I'm in there and I'm talking to some dude and we start arguing over the Bible. This guy had long hair. He was in Barracks 16 and I would always go down there and hang out with a dude named Stretch. Had the keys to the yard for the woods. I was up in Barracks 8. So I'm in 16 hanging out with Stretch. We break out the Bible. We start talking about it like some end time stuff. And we have a disagreement. And that's why they say you shouldn't discuss religion or politics. You could really hit a nerve with someone. People get all fucking pumped up over that shit sometimes. We had a little disagreement and I said something to him. I got the last word in. And then, yard recall. So I had to leave and go back to my barracks. He was even like, no, wait, but look at it. And I just, turned my back and split. I'm gone. I guess he's stewed. So when they opened yard back up, I came out of my barracks and I looked down and he's walking up. He's walking uphill and he's walking so fast. He had long hair and it was blowing in the wind. He couldn't wait to get to me and had his Bible open. I just ignored him, went down to his barracks 16 to hang out with Stretch. And he followed me and he's like, dude, look. And I was like, I'm dead arguing about it. And he's like, he told someone, he don't know who my brother is, does he? He said it loud, like he was talking to someone else, but really talking to me. And I was like, try to ignore it, play it off on. I was like, oh yeah, who's that? I don't care, but actually, for on the real, I'm very, very interested. I'm trying to play it off like, I don't care. But on the real, I'm like, who? Who are you talking about? I'm like an owl. Who? You want to piss someone off in prison? Come up, someone comes up, you'll be talking about somebody. Yeah, me and homeboy, someone on the side bus. Who? You go, what are you, an owl? Feet thin on a branch? Be that as it may. So, oh yeah, who is he? He's like, yeah, Scary Jerry. So me and Laura. And he's like, he's coming in here soon too. Let that hang in the air. That's like one of those statements you just throw out there and and then you let the silence heat it up. He's coming in here too. Dang it, Splinter, tell the fucking story right. Count to 10. Can't count to 10, I'll count to 3. He's coming in here soon too. He let that hang in the air. And again, I tried to ignore it. Finally, this is like, meaning what? What's going to happen then? I'm going to get some more bad Bible doctrine? So I just didn't even, on the real, they'll reply when he says, coming in here soon. I just like walked away from the dude and like quit talking to him. And later he wanted to come talk about the Bible, and I was like, no. And I remember thinking, fuck, is that guy going to come in here? And next thing I know, I'm going to go down and hang out in Barracks 16 with Stretch. He's going to be there with his brother. Here's my brother I told you about. And it's not like he's going to front me like, hey, you're mad at my little brother over the difference of the Bible? But no, what he'll do is he'll like maybe come at another angle. Because I'm fresh. It's like the first time I've ever been to jail. He says he was a nice little writer. He's been to prison and out of jail. And I've seen how them older dudes can really fuck with the younger dudes, man. That's why they came out with the saying, make a wood, don't break a wood. Because there's been dudes bullied into PC and just bullied. You can't rob or rape or like fuck with nobody in prison, but you could harass and haze and bully, mentally fuck with them. Send me on bunk missions, whatever the case may be. I don't want to smoke with some nuts right on my first time in jail. And it's all because it was his brother. And that's back when I used to be intimidated. Nowadays, talking about your brother, I don't give a fizz like your brother. Who's that? Bring your uncle too. I don't care, but back then it did get in my head. And I'm like, shit. And I never did see no scare Jerry. I just kind of quit talking to him, just like, whoa. Then, trip on this, dude, a couple years later. By now, I've been to prison. Been to prison once, twice. This is my third time going, my second violation on my P number. I go from the farm to Wasco reception. I had 3 pouches of tobacco. Keistered. So, they take me and they put me in D4, put me on a temporary bunk. That's the worst housing situation in the world. I don't care. It's way worse than isolation. I'd rather be put in a cell in the pitch dark than on a T-bunk. What they do is they'll put you in a building. Wasco reception, D4, it's all cells. And then they have a TV and like a couple tables if you can eat out or whatever, and they put some bunks right there, T-bunks. So when everyone's locked down in their cell, you're sitting out in the day room on your bunk. And everyone's like, just everyone can see you. You're on total blast. Ain't no way you're going to choke the chicken at night. You know, keep that in your pants. I mean, you have to do that sometimes when you're in prison, you know, in the privacy of your own cell, whatever. But not on no T-bunk. Dude, they're watching, dude. They're total on blast and just so uncomfortable. Like, oh, I hate T-bunks, dude. And they never keep you there long. So we get there. I hear all the other people who came with me saying, I'm not coming off no tobacco. I'm not going to pull it out. Because everyone knows we're from Kern County, Bakersfield. We bring tobacco. Everyone's just beating on the doors. Tobacco! Kern County! Shoot the tobacco! Everyone's like, no, I ain't got none. But I'm like, I'm going to be the good guy. I'm going to look out for the homeboys. These 2 skinheads from Orange County have the cell closest to me. They're like, and I go, yeah, I got some. I'll break you guys off. I see the homeboy Cotton. He's a real good dude. Old-time roller dude Cotton. And he has a son. He's as solid as the day is long. My homeboy's a good dude. Little Cotton. So I see the old Cotton. What's up, homeboy? I go, yeah, I got tobacco. I'm going to break it out, break you guys off. I felt like a little bit like, I'm looking at the dudes that came with me, not wanting to share, like, stingy dudes. What's wrong with you guys? Gotta look out for the fellas. I got 3 pouches. I'll pull them out. I'll give away half a pouch. Leave half a pouch here. So I got 2.5 pouches. Look out for the homeboys. Like, you guys are stingy. Fuck you guys, I'm thinking. Man, so I tell Cotton, no need trip. And then these 2 skinheads right here, they're gonna shoot a line. I tell Cotton, what homeboys are here? He names a couple. He's like, Scary Jerry's upstairs. But, Scary Jerry? I remember that. I got an argument with his brother over, like, some end time stuff in the Bible. It's like, but I didn't care. I wasn't worried about him. He's not gonna come down and be like, hey, I know you and my brother argued about the Bible 4 years ago, but it's kind of interesting. Scary Jerry, huh? I'm like, okay, I'm going to meet him. I would have brought it up, though. If I'd have met him, we've been talking. I'm like, how's your brother doing? Yeah, and I know him from the farm. We like button head back in the day. Send him my respect. I would have brought it up and shit. It's nothing at this point, but okay, interesting. Scary Jerry's there. So anyway, these skinheads. Now, we're on the T-bunks. Right above you is the gunner. Right above you is the motherfucking gunner. And these dudes from Orange County shoot. I tell them to shoot their line. People ask me all the time about how do you make a fishing line. You want to take your boxers, this little tiny string right here, I know it's a pain in the ass, pull that out. Your line almost needs to be invisible. You need to spend all day pulling that boxer string out. You want a real thin, you'll twist it, a real thin line, almost invisible. You want to take something small for your car that gives the weight to throw it down. These dudes took it, ripped a sheet, it was like this fat, and just tied it to a shower shoe, a thong. And just like threw it on the tier. You could see it, you could hear it, you could smell it. Everyone's in the whole building like looked at it and went right over to me. And I'm like, fucking, I already had the tobacco out I was going to give them. So I tied some on. You know, they yanked it back. Then I went into, then the cops were like tripping on me. I'm a little bit fuzzy on what happened next, but I know I went to a bathroom, took my tobacco. This is done too, but I took all 3 pouches out and broke it and put it in a bag. So now I have all this big bag of tobacco. They fronted me off. Cops tripping. I leave it in the bathroom. So I have a feeling when I come out of the bathroom, they're going to search me. And they did. But I didn't think they'd go in the bathroom. And they did. So they took all my tobacco. Fuck, I got caught. This dude's more kind of totally fronted me off, man. With their big-ass fishing line. And the homeboy came and he's like, hey, dog, you going to shoot that tobacco? And you know, the homeboy Scary Jerry and everything. I'm like, I don't have no more. He got took. He was so disappointed. He's like, what? Your tobacco took, brother? He's like, dude, it looks like straight. Doesn't look good, man, when you show up and you get all your tobacco. I mean, just, fuck, man. Stupid. So then I told everyone who came with me when we were leaving. I said, hey, if anyone lands where I land with me, if any of us were leaving the T-bunks, we're going to go to our buildings. If any of you guys land with me when we're going, bring me off some tobacco. You saw what I just did. I tried to help the homeboys out. I got all my shit took. I landed with one dude. We went to C4. I said, hey, you gonna hook me up? He goes, yeah. He brought me off some. And like a little chip bag of Fritos, like this much at the bottom of a little Frito bag. 10 cigarettes or so. Cool. Later, the homeboy Lyle Alexander shows up with a bunch of tobacco. He's my dog. He's smoking every time he smokes, I smoke. But he ain't gonna give me none. Why would he give me? He's not gonna give me, here you go, Splinter. But it's like, hey, when you see me smoking, come through. You can smoke with me. I'll roll up a couple cigarettes. Like, I'll keep the homeboy smoking. Not gonna give any away. This dude who gave me some came up to me and said, hey, since I gave you some and left the T-bunks, you gotta give me some back. Like, I didn't borrow off you. I asked you just to kick me down since I got my shit took. He's like, yeah, but you need to get your homeboy and have him get, he's gonna have to break you off to pay me back. And I said, fuck that, don't work like that. I'll smoke a cigarette with you. I could probably give you a cigarette. You could probably smoke a couple, but no, I'm not going to give you no kind of chunk or like that. So anyway, later, next day or something, I'm taking a nap after breakfast. He's telling everybody, like, fuck Splinter, he's a punk. When he goes to the store this weekend, I'm going to beat his ass and take all the store talking shit about me. Long shit. So Rory, what's up, Rory? Good dude, Santa Barbara, solid as a rock. Came and woke me up. Hey, Splinter, dude's calling you a punk. All this kind of shit. He's going to rob you, take your store. When you go to the store. So I walk into the day room, I find him. He's sitting down, he's eating a sandwich. I grab it out of his mouth, slam it on the table, say, me and you back in the corner, bitch. And we go back there, we end up fighting. He bites me in my thumb so hard it gets infected. The nail falls out. And I believe I'm not mistaken, he called me the N-word. He got so frustrated and mad, and he got beat up, if I could put it bluntly. And we were walking away, he's like, oh yeah, N-word. When there's all races standing around, he got disciplined for that. Like, what a stupid thing to let slip out. What? So, be that as it may, man. I get to Soledad. Soledad in the Toro dorm, level 2 on a level 3 yard. We get there, big riot with the blacks. We're on lockdown. There's no blacks in the building, just woods, northerners, Southsiders, Pisces. Everybody but blacks. In this dorm. We're programming. Guess who comes driving up one day? Scary Jerry. Oh, what's up, dude? What's up, man? I said, hey, man, I lost my tobacco back in D4. Remember that? You and Cotton were there. He's like, oh, I remember Cotton. I don't remember using his tobacco. I was like, I argued brother way back in the day over the book of Revelations. Did he tell you about that? Nah, I haven't seen my brother for years. I'm like, oh, but I've been hearing about you. Hey, what's up, brother? So him and Big John, Bakersfield 3 deep. See us, BKS, better keep stepping. Big John, Splinter, and Scary Jerry in Toro dorm. I get a kite from the hole. I'm sorry, 4 deep. There's one other dude. I forgot him, but he's worth forgetting. He ain't jack shit. He had the keys to the building for the woods. His name was Hoodwood. He's from Taft. I got a kite from the hole telling me to remove him. Hey, Splinter, I saw that fool late down in a riot. He's got to remove him. He's got to go. Addressed to me from a homeboy from my neighborhood. Addressed to me. Got to make it happen. If it don't happen, it's on me. So I go to Big John, Scary Jerry. Hey, let's get this dude, man. We got to get him. I got a kite from the hole. But see, I'm stuck there at a level 2 Toro dorm. If you're going to go to South Yard, level 1, which is like the sweetest level 1 in all of California Department of Corrections, South Yard, Soledad level 1's off the hook. A good yard. Never been there. By good, I mean party time. Lots of drugs. And like I heard it's a good yard for partying. People want to go there. It's a chill yard. Big John, Scary Jerry were endorsed there. If they get in any trouble, they got to stay with me or go to the hole or go to level 3. They're going to lead to South Yard any day. They want no part of a battery removal. I'm like, we got to get this guy. I got a kite from the hole. They're like, now, wait a minute now. Are you sure? There's a dude who had the keys to the whole yard for Bakersfield named Jaybird. He's a lifer. He was into sales. They wanted to write him a kite. Hoodwood was right. Oh, because I gave the kite to Big John. Said, hey, here's the kite from the hole. He goes and gives it to Hoodwood. Hey, look what we got. So now he's like, what? You guys are going to remove me? I go, dude, why the fuck did you show our victim the kite? I wanted to sneak attack, surprise him, dude. Now he knows. Now he's like all booted and suited. Like, you guys are going to get me? He wants to ride. I'm going to ride a kite to Jaybird. He saw me fight. I don't give a fuck if Jaybird saw you do 3 somersaults, stab 9 people, kick someone in the face, and then snap this dude's neck. It don't matter because I got a kite from the whole scene you didn't. Trump card. Don't matter what you or anybody says because I got a kite from the hole. Saying your ass got to go. But not really. We're not going to do nothing. Snicker. Like, damn, why did Big John give him the kite? Anyway, Hoodwood, Big John, and Scary Jerry are all over there writing kites together. LA car, Big John comes and pulls me up with Rob. He's a low rider on the down low. You ever seen that video I did? Low rider on the down low. Rob come up like, dude, he's got to go, Splinter. He's had that kite for like a couple hours now. If your homeboys don't want to handle it with you, just handle it yourself. Like, fucking handle yourself. I said, all right, sign me the peace. I was going to get busy. No, wait now. We had a big riot with blacks. Wyatt Woods only got one piece in the house. You're not going to use that. We don't want to lose it. Sock in the lock. How about that? So I rushed up on them when they're all sitting around having their party time, writing their kites. Got Hoodwood. And then when the cops rushed me, I threw the sock in the lock, and it landed right over the Northerner. Hit his cell. His locker. Boom! And he grabbed it and dismantled it. Then he put the sock on his foot. Put the lock up on his fishing line. Not fishing line, but laundry line. I said, no, they're like, you saw it with a weapon, you were slinging something. I was like, yeah, I was slinging these buggy whips, fool. It looked like a sock in a lock, because look how skinny my... Doesn't this look like a sock? That looks like a sock. Look how skinny my arm. I'm standing like this one time. Someone's all, let me hit that cigarette, homeboy, and grab my arm. He's like, oh, shit, that's your arm. One time someone said, hey, dude, you got a string hanging from your shirt. Oh, that's your arm. Don't this look like a sock, I tell the cop? No. I don't have a sock in a lock. But, busted assault with a weapon, assault with a lock, sat in the hole 6-7 months. I was supposed to go home like in June. Then in November, they come say, never mind. Just kidding. We couldn't find the sock and lock. We're just going to drop down to a battery. Like, you're way past my out date. Open up the doors. I got to go. So, and they end up fucking letting me out a couple weeks later. Crazy style. What else? So I did want to throw some little fucking story and do that. Did I forget it? Oh, man. Dude, I hope this video don't die. I was going to add this in my embarrassing video. I can tell you something that happened to me that's real embarrassing. Want to go there? So, that dude, Big John, I used to play Pinochle all the time. Me, Jared, fuck, his name ain't Jared. Call him Jared. From Stockton, Wood. And then Rob, low right on the down low, San Fernando Valley. And Big John, San Fernando Valley. Big John won a weightlifting contest in Tehachapi back in the day. He like squatted 500 pounds. They call him Big John because he's really big. Sometimes a little tiny guy call him Big John. A big dude they call tiny. No, Big John is a big motherfucker. And he's solid and he's with the fucking business. One day I disrespect him because I had 4 grams of heroin. I had given him some. I filled his spoon all the way up. And I here, homeboy, and I went to my bunk and I did some. The next morning he wanted some. I said, dude, I filled your spoon up last night. That was good enough for last night and this morning and even tonight. He's like, oh, it spilled. That's like, I don't know what happened to it. And I was so mad that he wasted all that. Like, I have some, but I don't have like an endless amount. So I go, give me a fucking spoon then. I was disrespecting him. The Northerners always kick it right here in this like little corner. His bed's like right by the corner. So there's like 10 Northerners all posted up over there. I'm disrespecting Big John by throwing his locker open, treating him like a dope fiend. I got my dope in my hand. Give me your spoon then, I'll give you some. Like, what the fuck, I gave you some last night, yelling at him. He's an older homeboy. He just got up close to me and boom, cracked me, dude. Right in my fucking mouth. Boom. I couldn't believe it. I stepped back. I go, oh, yeah, motherfucker. I couldn't take off on him because I had dope in my hand. I start fighting. Blue, blue, blue. Cops come, pick us up, handcuff us. Oh, look it. Splinter dope in his hands, a charge. Now I got to get this dope in my ass like ASAP. I walk to the bathroom to hoop it. No one wants me to leave. I got 4 grams of heroin. I got 2 Southsiders and 4 Woods following me like, Splinter, don't go, don't fight him. It's all good. Get it squashed. He's your homeboy. Like they squash it. Like, you don't need to go. You don't need to fight. It's all good. I'm like, fuck you guys. I hoop it. Go over to fight him. By then he comes over and apologizes. And I'm not fighting. And in prison, if someone calls you a bitch, a lame, or a punk, mandatory fight. If someone punches you, mandatory fight. Mandatory. But in this situation, when I went and hooped it, came back to fight, he didn't want to. He's like, I apologize, but because he wanted some dope. He's like, Splinter, I apologize, but let's be all cool and shit. And I end up doing worse than fighting him. I said, okay, you know, we're not going to fight. I'm not going to take off on you. I'm not going to give you none of my dope, though. You're not going to get high. You have to watch us get high. Can't believe you fucking did that. And I still played pinochle with them, and I had a knot right here, and I had my beanie a little bit lower. And everyone's like, we can still see your knot a little bit. And then later, I got the kite from the hole. Talk about remove that fool. Like a little bit of a cleanup at least. I mean, that did happen, but it's not like I didn't fight him because I was scared. It's because by the time I had time to hoop it and came back, the apology with a capital A. I can only do so much. I forgave him. We kicked it. Still played pinochle. Just didn't let him get high. When I came back to Soledad the second time on lockdown because the Northern, right with them, I go to medical. Now, Big John's on A yard. I'm on B yard. We meet medical. Splinter, what's up, dog? Did you get out and come back? I'm like, yeah. He goes, incident happened between us. I barely remember. I'm like, yeah, you sucked me, motherfucker. Sucker punched me because you spilt on my dope. You wanted more. And I was yelling at you in front of the Northerners. I was like, oh, yeah, I love you, dog. I'm hugging out. I love you too, brother. Shit happens. Cut the string, let it fly. Don't remember that rice and shine. Don't forget that Chef Boyardee Steve. Don't forget your prison POV sticker, your Splinter sticker. Don't forget to better keep stepping. And dude, shout out to Boxer from LMP, bro. You really cheered me up. Not the most respect. Cut the string, let it fly. Peace.